We're here at Donington, we've got a new car, a new championship. Let me take you behind the scenes and let's go. Okay, so new car compared to the trophy class last year. The different chassis, we're on the F56 Cooper now. We've got a 2-litre turbo engine, putting out about 230 horsepower. We've got bigger brakes for stopping power with that speed. It's a lot faster, a lot more responsive, and the thing wants to kill you at times. It's going to get very exciting. On a typical race weekend, we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Testing, racing, and a little bit more racing. We've got qualifying today with a race, and then we've also got 2 races on Sunday. So we'll get our heads stuck into it and see what we can do. So what we're doing at the minute is recoding the rear pressure sensor so that when I change brake bias for the amount of pressure that goes to the front and rear, I can actually see what I'm doing rather than turning it and just doing it on feel. So you've got a new system in there, you just have to recode that every time you put it
in. Mid-session, if you haven't set 2 quick identical laps, we'll side the tyres and go again. If you set 2, if you go out there and smash your laps, we'll park it.
Yeah, we're going to try this chicane, like cut and drive. What are we allowed, what we're not allowed?
Yeah, you've got a driver's briefing at some point, haven't you?
8 o'clock, yeah.
Let's say if you're on the gravel, then you're not really doing track limits.
Well, me and Joe are going to go for 2 bankers, and then once we've
Just
got
take
our bankers,
the piss.
yeah, if we're on a lap that's about the same, fucking cut it and see what happens.
I properly cut it and ended up 6th.
What, overall?
Yep. We plugged the brake bias in. Guess what percentage I was on?
55.
Nah, 50.
51.
Whoa! What is you, the handbrake?
Briefing done, a little bit odd. We've got a little bit of a change of track limits today. They're putting a tyre stack in the first right of the chicane, but other than that, a normal driver's briefing, to be honest. Okay, so Keith is just warming up the car now, making it ready for first session qualifying in about 30 minutes. We're just doing some final checks. It's the best time to kind of simulate what it's going to be like on track, just to make sure that everything's running all right, so that when we do go on the track, then we can go and put the best lap time in. Right, time for qualifying, just about to jump in the car and we'll head on our way. And hopefully when I come back, we're on top step. Hopefully. Qualifying's just started, we've got 12 minutes left. We went out a little bit late. The track's evolving, so we want to make the best use of the tyre when the track's good as well. So we've delayed a bit in pit lane, so we're still at the back of the grid, but we're second lap in now, so we've got some tyre temps, so we should start seeing some lap times now. 12 minutes of the session to go. So that's qualifying done, went even better than expected. We waited at the start till the track went to being in the conditions we wanted them to be. Went out, put a time that was fast enough to be pole, and we had to put a second lap in and finally beat the best time of the weekend. So yeah, really pleased with it. On pole, starting for both races, so couldn't have asked for much more.
Putting even more pressure
stop.
on
Right, you saw us putting a sign on the car just now. I was asked what that was for. That's just a sign to say not to touch the car because it's in part ferme. Basically, we're not allowed to touch it unless scrutineer tells us. He will come over and he'll make us maybe do a fuel sample or remove one item. Other than that, we're not allowed to touch it until they say so.
I did have to flat shift this session. I probably didn't need to, but I could have probably got to throttle a little bit earlier, but I tried to get a better exit, and I was 2 temps up, and then I came out of the corner 1 temp up. Oh wow. Play that back. Why did I make that so tight? I'm already turning into the corner, what am I doing? And expect it to bump it.
So you might be wondering why we have 2 different tyres here and this one looks slightly different to this one. So this one was a sticker that we've ran for 2 laps, which allows us to scrub the tyre so that the driver can then quickly get it up to its peak pressure by running the heat cycle through it. This one is a slightly more used tyre. It's been on the rear for qualifying. We've then brought it in and we've scraped this outer edge, which removes the pickup that the tyre's collective through the session. If we didn't remove the pickup, the driver would have to do that effectively, and by removing it, you create a smooth contact patch across the tyre, which allows the heat cycle to travel through easier and it to reach our target pressure for the session easier.
We are just about ready to head down to assembly for race number 1 today. We are started on pole position, so the aim is to go and win the race. Nothing less. That's the aim at the end of it, so we'll see what we can do. I was going past them and then they just drove past me in a straight line.
In our first JCW Sport race of the season, our race winner goes away of Alfie Garford. Well done, Alfie! And he's also our rookie winner within the JCW Sport class as well. So 2 trophies go the way of Alfie.
So that is race 1 done now. Saturday done, qualifying pole for both races and P1 for the first race and with fastest lap as well. So I couldn't really ask for much more. It's going amazingly. It's going better than I thought. Yeah, I'm pretty speechless to be honest. So you may be thinking why I'm towards the lower end of the pack. It's because we're in a little bit of a different car, and actually we're doing pretty well. We're fighting against cars that have got 30 more horsepower, a sequential gearbox, more adjustability on the springs, with a car that's very much limited. So although we're towards the back, we're actually doing pretty well. We're fighting with those cars that are supposed to be about 2.5 seconds faster than our car. So yeah, to be putting in those kind of times and fighting with those cars, I'm pretty happy with the results from today. Here at Donington for the last day of racing. Reverse grid for race 1, so we're starting P3 right at the back of the grid. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see what we can do, see how many of them JCWs we can upset, and yeah, move forwards and enjoy it. That's the main thing.
Let me get down.
Right, I'm just going to wait for it to be 9:05 before we can start the cars, so that we don't annoy all the neighbours around us. Got time restrictions, so yeah, we have to wait till 9:05 before we can start the cars up to warm up.
Right, cars are all started up, warmed up, final checks, and we're on our way to assembly, ready for race number 2.
Right, Like, this is the assembly area, which is basically where we all go to get ready to go out to grid. They line us up in grid order here first, so that then when they go out to grid, they're in the right order.
Category though, let's have a look and see who is leading sport at the moment. It's Alfie Garford. There is Alfie Garford, and he has got a bunch of JCW class cars behind him. Alfie Garford in qualifying, if they didn't separate the sports from the JCWs, he would have been much higher up the grid. So it's Garford coming across the line. Garford takes the win in sport. Second position will go to Chris McKenzie. There is Owen, he's already done it in actual fact. Garford having taken the win.
And then we'll welcome our race winner for the JCW Sport onto the podium, Alfie Garford. Well done, Alfie. Second victory in JCW Sport so far this weekend.
Yeah, another brilliant result. 2 trophies this time, and the bubbly. Yeah, can't complain. Got one more race. We're going to try and do the same thing again. He's going to get away from me now, so I'm going to have to try and get in there, but it was so close.
Brother's chasing the wrong class.
Have you done a shift this year without flat?
Yeah. When I get in a comfortable position, now I do.
You flat shift on the downshift, yeah.
Oh, fuck me! What a move this, bro. Promise turn the AI down. Oh, what happened there, Alfie?
No, I was thinking about the run to be fair, so I did go to third.
You fucking just tickled the goon stick. Oh.
Was it this move? Yeah, it was this move.
Dang.
You defended for the wrong class.
Or was it this move?
Who the fuck's braking there?
What
the fuck's going on?
It was this move. It was this move. Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Which one? Because that's 2.
I think it's off limit indicated for corners, Stephen.
Fuck off. Yeah, he tries to go back round my outside, you knob.
Oh,
that's why you lost the mirror.
When you send it way too hard, yeah. He's waving his hands about.
You may have seen me holding the ball out for Alfie during the race. Top layer shows him what position he's in the race in his category. The second row down shows him either if he's leading, it shows him the gap to the person in second, or if he's not leading, it's the closest person in front of him. And then the final layer is how long's left of the race or session.
So it's all coming to an end. We've got the last race of the weekend. We're hoping to add a few more to the tally, but I'm sure it's not going to be easy. We've got a front row for the team. We're going to get our heads down and we're going to see what we can do. Hopefully we bring back even more trophies and even more smiles on our faces.
Failure. Brett Bowie next from Alfie Garford, the first of the sport runners. Murray Richardson next up. Oh, that's going to be a big accident. That's Charlie Hand. You called that one spot on. That's a shame for Charlie and the other guys involved.
So safety car goes away, he's got his lights on.
Good Alfie Garford still, I think, leading the sport category.
And to the top step of the podium for the JCW Sport, third time this weekend, it's a hat-trick for Alfie Garford. Well done, Alfie. Many congratulations to him.
And that is race 3. Another 2 trophies, bottle of bubbly, and race win. Okay, so that's us here at Donington Park. Incredible weekend. We've gone away with FP1, FP2, qualifying, race 1, race 2 and race 3, all on the top step. I'm pretty speechless, to be honest. It's been an amazing weekend. The team have done an amazing job. Everyone involved's put their all into it. And yeah, the cars are still looking as perfect as they did before. So I can't fault anyone. I'm just looking forward to getting on to the next one. Brands Hatch, here we come.